Hello, everyone. My name is Dedrick, and welcome to Historical Trash Box, where we talk about history and trash this way. And today I am partnered here with Sage, and today we're going to be talking about the assassination of JFK. Very sensitive topic to talk about, and really nothing more to say. We just got it. This is going to be a one-part video because you can pretty much it's just one event. It's not like a whole war or anything. So, Sage, you want to say anything before we start?
No, I think I'm good.
All right, so let's get started. So John Fitzgerald Kennedy, the 35th president of the United States, was assassinated on Friday, November 22nd, 1963, at 12:30 p.m. at Central Standard Time in Dallas, Texas, while riding in his presidential motorcade and through how the hell do you say that? Sorry, I typed this out earlier and I have no idea. Delete Plaza. I'm going to assume that. Kennedy was riding with his wife, I'm going to call her Jackie because that's what we usually say when we just refer to her in the sentence. With his wife Jackie and Texas Governor John Connally and Connolly's wife Nellie, when he was fatally shot by the former U.S. Marine Lee Harvey Oswald, assumedly, firing in an ambush from a nearby building. Governor Connally was seriously wounded in the attack, and the motorcade rushed off to Parkland Memorial Hospital, where Kennedy was announced dead about 30 minutes after the shooting. Connally soon recovered. So an interesting thing about the assassination was how he was assassinated. So the first shot went off. All these shots happened within about 6 seconds of each other. So the first shot completely damn missed, and hit the sidewalk, which apparently a piece of the concrete was shot up and hit a person that was sitting on the side on the cheek. The second shot, it was really weird. So it went through the back of Kennedy's neck, then through his right wrist, then his left thigh, then went through the back of the seat that was Kennedy in front of him, which had Connally in there. And then it went through Connally's chest and then broke his wrist. It made so many zigzags that that's not how a bullet works. So that's why we all think it's conspiracy, which I do think too, but besides the point. So, Sage, you want to say anything before we continue?
Yeah, I like to agree. It's really, really strange about how Kennedy's death. Some say conspiracy theories, some say it's just an assassination.
Yeah.
There's also
a lot of people say
another.
the CIA was behind it.
Oh yeah, I did heard about that.
Yeah, that was a real popular. Don't kill me, CIA, please. Please. This is just conspiracy. I'm not accusing you of anything. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention the third shot, which went through and blew off half of his damn head. I don't know why they brought him to a hospital after that. I mean, when you get shot in the head, you don't come back. You don't come back from a shot to the head. All right, well, let's continue on to the next bit of this. Oh, were you saying something? My bad, I cut you off.
Oh, I just said unless you're in the gulag.
All right, let's continue to this next part. So, Lee Harvey Oswald was arrested by the Dallas police about 70 minutes after the initial shooting. Oswald was charged under Texas state law of the murder of Kennedy, as well as a Dallas policeman, John B. Tibbet, who was a guy that was at the Texas School Depository that was kind of just guarding it around. And then he was, I think, stabbed by Oswald. Actually, no, that was someone else. That was someone else that they didn't find forever. Like, he was just stuck up there. Tibbet was a guy that Oswald was running from, and Oswald shot him twice. So, RP Tibbet, he was a veteran in the Texas, in the Dallas Police Department. God, can I speak? All right, so yeah, John D. Tibbet, who had been fatally shot a short time after the assassination at 11:21 a.m. on November 24th, 1963, on live television. Cameras were covering his transfer from city jail to county jail. We're talking about Oswald now, not Tibbet, who's dead. Oswald was fatally shot in the basement of the Dallas Police headquarters. then the Dallas Mutiny Building. At the time, it was called the Dallas Municipal Building by a Dallas nightclub operator, Jack Ruby. Oswald was taken to Park Lane Memorial Hospital, where he soon died of his injuries. Rudy was convicted of the murder of Oswald and later overturned on appeal. Rudy died in prison in 1967, awaiting a new trial. All right, you want to say anything, Sage, before we continue on?
No, I think you covered everything just right.
All right. I'm going to the last bit of it. All right, after a 10-month investigation, can I speak? The Warren Commission concluded that Oswald assassinated Kennedy, that Oswald had to act entirely alone, and that Rudy acted alone in killing Oswald. Sorry, a bit of a burp there. Kennedy was the eighth and most recent president to die in office, and the fourth, following Lincoln, Garfield, and McKinley, to be assassinated. Vice President Lyndon B. Johnson automatically became the president upon Kennedy's death, where he was sworn in on Air Force One by a woman, and that would be only one of 4 times in history that a person was sworn in by a woman, and would be the last time. Kind of weird because nowadays we like to have gender equality, but hey, if that's the rules, that's the rules. You can't complain about that. So yeah, that sums up the assassination of JFK. So you want to say anything before we go, Sage?
No, I just like to say that it's really strange because it's a mystery, but a bunch of conspiracy theories about how JFK was killed. Maybe it could be linked with Abraham Lincoln's death.
Yeah, a lot of people come up with these weird conspiracies about how, oh, they're all connected, which there are some weird coincidences. There's a saying that every 20 years a president dies, and it's backed up by evidence. And well, almost. Is it every 20 years? I don't know. I don't know, but there's like a certain amount of years that Reagan beat because he survived his assassination attempt, where he got shot in the butt. Yeah, he just got. This guy came up behind him and just popped him. Yeah, that was
Wait,
a weird
didn't Roosevelt
assassination.
try to get assassinated?
What you say?
Didn't Roosevelt try to get
Yes,
assassinated?
he did. When he was getting into his car to go over to do this speech, he just got shot right in the chest. And then he continued to do that. So he had his papers in front of him. It was a solid, like, maybe 80, 90 pages of speech. And it went through most of it. And it went through all of it, but slowed the bullet down enough where it didn't give him any serious injuries. Well, in what he said, no serious injuries when my man was shot in the lung.
Jesus.
And he went to go do that speech for like 2 hours until he collapsed right after he got done.
Man,
What a legend that man was for doing that. But yeah, there's a lot of conspiracies around JFK's assassination. Most of them I don't think real. Some of them are backed up by some decent evidence. But we all push it aside because I mean Lee Harvey Oswald he definitely has the background to be involved in the assassination. He lived a lot of time in the Soviet Union. He was a former Marine, so he knew how to use a weapon. And the gun that he shot with was registered under his name. So it's not like it was someone else's gun that he was using. It was registered. He bought that gun. And well, the only way that we know this is because of the Zapruder film, which it was seriously just 28 seconds worth of film that a guy in the crowd that was watching Kennedy was filming. And that's the reason how we know what happened. And from the angle that was filmed at, it looked like that was the case. The depository, it looked like the bullets came from there. But it's also weird because Kennedy's head, when he was shot, his head moved back into the left. And you don't do that when you get shot from the back of your head. Usually what happens is that you'll go forward. I don't know how I know this, but I mean, that's how physics work. That's how physics work. So, Yeah, there's a lot of conspiracy about JFK. You fans, you can look at it you want. You can go in the comments, tell us what you think about the assassination. Do you think it was real, or do you think it was fake, or do you think that the way he was assassinated was different
Or planned.
or planned? Could be the CIA, FBI, IRS. I don't know. Police
Could
department themselves could have done it. I don't know.
be JFK's parents. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. Robert Kennedy could have done it. What are we doing? I'm pretty sure we're going to have the damn FBI after us
FBI
for
is most
saying all
wanted.
this. But
Would you? God.
all right. Well, that's the end of the video. So I love you all. Have a good day.